What's up, everybody? Break Conductor here. Sorry for a little hiatus. You may hear it my voice still a little bit, but I had a touch of the man cold. It was rough. I wasn't sure if I was going to survive. I had to get my beauty sleep. My wife always tells me that, Nicholas, you need sleep. Whenever my wife has scolded me and I like to do my impression of it, she always has a British accent. She's not British in the least, and it's horrible. I get it. Goes up an octave and British. Anyways, she told me I needed sleep, and I guess my body was telling me I needed sleep too. So I went to bed early. By early I mean like by 9:30, as opposed to like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock as it's been lately. I don't know. I always say there's too many games and too much fun to be had to worry about sleep and whatnot. But yeah, playing a lot of Slay the Spire 2 came out. I decided to try it over the weekend. It's freaking awesome. I would literally have the Ally X in my hand, doing a run, and literally as the NyQuil took me, I'd be like, "Oh, let me save real quick and just shut this up." Snoring. That's how my nights were going the last few nights. So here we are. That's right, Queen Wife. You know what they say? They rule the house for sure. So, anyways, I'm back here with it again. I feel like I'm really far behind a marathon, so we're gonna jump into that one. I need to get caught up on my faction grind and get ready for this new map because I feel like it's gonna drop, and probably Ellery and Clint's gonna be ready to jump in day one. And I'm gonna be like, sorry guys, I need to level up some. So that's what we're doing. Yeah. All right, let's do this, shall we? Oh, that's right. Clocked in, ready to work. Does this really work? If you enjoy it. Also, just for an added bonus, so you guys can be entertained here. I am typically controller player. Can't really see it. Sorry, it's right there. Controller player. I used to be a keyboard and mouse player. A little bit of controller. I'm gonna try and make that switch. Tonight we're playing all keyboard and mouse. This is gonna be probably pretty bad. So that's right. I'm here to make you guys proud. That's what I'm doing. Alright, no, we're not doing that. I found this new faction. I was playing on the map, and this Segaguchi? Man, they got some really good upgrades in here. Like, for real, when you go in here, which these contracts is the whole point. You're trying to gain your faction rep. So, like, what was it? Like this one right here. To right off the rip be able to buy these whenever I want to instead of having to worry about keeping them in my stash. Because those are the ones I find all the time and I got really excited about. They're not even really the great ones. So, we're going to level these guys up, which is combat shells, show objectives, take fall damage, take damage. What the heck? Apparently I'm in for pain, which is fine because keyboard and mouse, I know how to bring the pain. I have avoided MMORPGs. The closest I've came to an MMORPG is Destiny 2, which doesn't really count. I get that. I know my personality. I put over 3,000 some hours in Destiny 2. I can only imagine what a real MMORPG would do to me, and it scares me. Alright, perimeter. Do I want to do a free kick? Because I feel like I have a lot of, not junk, but I got a lot of stuff that I gotta lose in my vault. Like this. Oh lord, I can only imagine trying to play controller and WoW. You have like, what, 30 different keybinds? I've seen the MMORPG mice that they sell and stuff. Oddly enough, one of the guys in my clan in Destiny, he actually uses one of the MMO mice for playing Destiny, and actually Apex and all that stuff. I'm like, what are you doing, man? Really? Well, didn't they simplify it? Is what their whole reasoning behind that was? Sorry, don't mind me as I just like burp all over into the mic here. No big deal. What's up, MV? Essentially what they're saying is their population that they have is not enough. They need the casuals to come in. Okay? That's what they're telling you. I mean, look, you might be surprised. Kids these days, I've seen my kids playing a cell phone, and I don't get how they do it. And we're talking like full-blown, was it gun game or something that's out there? It's like a Roblox, but it's like a full-blown shooter, and just like the twin stick movement and tap a button to shoot and aim down sights, and they're good at it. Okay, we got that one. I'm just clearing out my vault here because we're gonna come back with a bunch of BS that I probably don't need. PUBG Mobile, yeah, that's true. Fortnite Mobile even. It's a thing. It makes moves numbers, so. By the way, Matt, I am doing keyboard and mouse in honor of you, my friend, because you made me feel self-conscious that you made the switch fully. So here I am. Bruh. Really? Jury duty? That sucks. Is it a fun case, at least? Yeah, I don't get it either, Fable. I can't do it. I think I can do simple. I remember, like, you know, remember Tap Tap? That was a lot of fun to play on, like, on my, I had the iPod. That's how old the iPod Touch. I never had an iPhone, iPod Touch. And I remember Flappy Bird and, like, Fruit Ninja. That's it. Snake. Yeah, you're talking about the old Nokias. That's the best it could do to anime. You remember, hey, what's crazy is, remember how much money we used to, I don't know if you, I say we, but I mean me, how much money I used to spend on ringtones, like for $3, $4 a piece for stuff that was basically like 8-bit versions of the songs I like that you could just barely recognize. It's crazy.
Runner, welcome to Perimeter.
Oh, that's right, I can go anywhere.
Not alone.
Well, hopefully it's a good one, man. What's that? Invis. Whoa! I don't have my abilities yet. And he has a gold shield. What the heck is this? What did I walk into, guys? The other thing, too, is, the other thing that was crazy is I remember Verizon had their ringback tones, and I spent money on that like an idiot. I'm ashamed to admit I had like 6 or 7 songs, and I had them, like, I'm talking, I would buy it and set to individuals. Like, oh, let me be a DJ for you when you call me. I never get to hear it. Yes. That the song would play while they called you instead of ringtone. You didn't even get to hear it.
USC reinforcements have arrived.
That's the BS, man. I need to mess with my key bindings to put my abilities on my mouse, I think. Oh, you got me. Didn't even see ya. Joke's on you, I used up most of my kit. He didn't get squat. Yep, I just... Tell you what. Things we spent money on is in our youth, you know? When I say youth, for me it was like early 20s. So I should have known better, but I was very financially irresponsible. A mini disc, really? I never went that route. I remember seeing them, but I remember thinking, what am I gonna do with this? So I remember the big deal was buying your CD player that had the anti-skip and still trying to ride a bike with the CD player, finding a way to prop it up so it would work to where you could listen to music while you're riding a bike. I mean, anytime you had the newest thing, it was really cool. It wasn't always the most practical, as it wasn't typically fully adopted yet, but it was cool. I'll give you that.
Engaging affirmation protocol. Assert, you are a winner. Assert, you can do it.
Thank you, robot. I am a winner. I can do this. I remember buying when stuff would come on like mini discs for like my computer and things, and they'd work in your regular disk drive, so that kind of made sense. Oh, I didn't even know you could do this. Is so cool. I've played for like 10 hours now, and I didn't know this was a thing. Is there a way out? Or is this just like a hiding spot so I can hide? EBT. Good kits, stuff. I want to say, and I could be wrong, there's a lot of stuff that I make assumptions on that I'm wrong about, but I feel like the EBD cards that I upload, I automatically get the money whether I extract or not. You know what they say about assuming, but I like doing it. Sue me. I have great recoil control, as you can tell. I'm talking smack and it gets me. It's true. I like your thoughts, man. Or your way of thinking. Smoke grenades make way more of a difference in the ammo. It was right though, man. Looting is. I thought I heard something way easier with the mouse. Tell you the one way to get really proficient with this is sink or swim would be playing Apex. Holy cow. Now, what's your guys' keyboards of choices? What are you guys rocking? Oh, there's my damage. Oh, I see you. Keychrome, I hear those ones are pretty nice. Or Keychron, yeah, that's... I knew what you meant. I swear I wasn't just going to agree with anything you said. Like I knew what you were talking about. Despite what its appearances are. Things, words. Got a poser. Sounds like... Oh, I love the clickety clicks though. There it is. There we go. It's annoying though. Well, not for me. My buddy makes fun of me all the time. He's like, "Jeez, go a little easier on your keyboard next time, huh?" And I feel like on OBS it does a better job of like getting rid of the sound, but when we're on Discord for whatever reason, it doesn't have the built-in sound gate like you can set up in OBS. Overheat the shell. All right. There we go.
Recall window will remain stable for 20 minutes.
Ooh. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, this is a G. Ain't nothing but a G thing, baby. I don't know if it's gonna fool anybody, but just in case, I think it'd be kind of funny. This one do moving, nice. What do I got on here right now? Yeah, I'm gonna switch this out. 75%, okay. How do you like it? Does it have the clickety clacks? Biomass. Ooh, somebody's been here. My 2 overheats. There's my 3 overheats. Sounds like somebody's calling something in, doesn't it?
Contract fulfilled.
Maybe not. I was looking, was it Woot? Woot had like some crazy hot deal on. I hear Razor's a bit overrated, but they had like, was the Black Widow V3 Mini, the 65% one, it's down to like $60. Currently, I made a mistake. I got like some weird base camp one, so it seemed like one of those modular ones. It seemed like a great idea at the time, but it almost seems like the company went bankrupt. It's not around anymore because updates are few and far between. And the software is kind of trash. Some people do prefer that. Excuse me. Yeah, it's like Mount Everest or Everest Mountain. I don't know. It's freaking weird. Software is called like Basecamp. It seemed really cool at the time, like, because I was convinced that I couldn't go without the number pad. And just because I mainly use the number pad so much at work, that I assumed, oh, I can't live life without it. And I realized I just never use it. Half the buttons on it I don't ever even use. Am I the only one who's freaked out that it's like so quiet? Shh. That's a nice attachment. Another one of these. I'll take that. Yep, I want that. Definitely want that. I want that. Oh, I forgot to grab the volt batteries for it. There's another volt battery. That's a nice little haul. That's a nice little haul, so we don't feel like I'm wasting the rare stuff. Attachment doesn't work. Doesn't work. Alright.
Connection collapse in 15 minutes.
I don't know, I haven't gotten any real fights, but I feel like I'm not doing too bad. I'm trying to think what I'd want to put on the mouse for my buttons. Probably my invisibility and my slide, maybe? He's in here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We got 14 minutes. And I don't want to get greedy, so we're gonna ping there. See, G is way easier for me than, I don't know, the F. I feel like I use the F way more than I do the G. Granted, I use the G as utility, so maybe I might, but just because my F is rechargeable skill and my G is finite, basically. I gotta keep replenishing it every round unless I die. And I've yet to find the faction that will allow me to buy the smoke grenades. Did you get a chance to jump in yet, Matt? Speaking of, ooh. What are you? No, still no. Okay.
A profit opportunity presents itself.
That's the way life goes sometimes, though, you know? And even though this is like a nice small file, and part of me would love to play this on handheld, the rest of me is like, heck no! Are you crazy? You'd lose all your gear in seconds. Come to me. I am the destroyer of the UESC. That's a real player. That's a real player. Winviz. There they are. Oh, they got me. They got me. I was out in the open. He had some cover. Love that noise. Which noise is that? Oh, the robot alert noise? Yeah. The sound design in this game is phenomenal. I love that if you have a good headset, like you can hear footsteps from like forever away, like a ridiculous amount of range. Like, so it makes it important to stop and actually pay attention to what's going on around you. And you can actually tell direction. It kind of reminds me of like the way Call of Duty used to be. I remember back in the days of like OG Modern Warfare, if you had a nice headset, you could actually hear people and tell like where they were running at, what level of the building they were at. People used to accuse me of cheating because I'd be able to snap on them real quick.
Strands twist.
So I could hear them coming up the
Cells
ladder
split.
behind me.
There is beauty in each death, resurrection, and first new gasp of life. It is expressive, transformative. The stresses of Tau Ceti are already changing you in ways I could never foresee. You have tremendous potential. Imagine what we could accomplish if you'll allow me to nurture it.
Okay, decrypt it.
Consider this next task a small lesson to highlight the difference between you and the UESC units you destroy. All entities deployed to Tau Ceti are killing machines. In that bleak light, what makes you, you?
Some deep thinking here.
UESC has a combat optimization program. It is quite crude. Improved performance through brute repetition. Still, I'd like you to retrieve a copy for me.
Right? I love the color on it. It's almost like an albino rat, but it's supposed to be like, I don't know. Like, I love right there the little designs of, I don't know if
I would be
they're supposed to be like fins or
take a
gills
destructive
or...
approach. I do love seeing your combat data evolve.
Okay, so acquire combat data from USC. Oh, I'm processing rooftop. Please say this isn't an all-in-one run. Would be awful. Ooh. Recon shell. What can we do for upgrades? Yep, that is a worthwhile. Reduce the cooldown. Real quick, before we get too much further. Settings here. It's weird. We're gonna do... Okay, that one. We'll do our dive ability. That one, so we'll jump, we can hit that one on a dive. I think F is pretty easy and Q is easy to hit. I think it's not horrible. Alright, let's do that. I got a caloric rank upgrade too. Jeez, man, they are just showering me with stuff.
Panda.
I am trying M&K. What's up, Panda? Oh, this must be what Clint was talking about. Yeah, the heat cascade is nuts. This outpost map, ridiculous. Let me just tell you right now. Absolutely ridiculous. I feel naked going in with a free kit. Complex dive. Oh, I need to go through and use some of these stuff. Well, I died both times. I felt like I almost got the guy that I knew he was there, and I should have got him, but he was behind cover-ish, and I was out in the open more. The very first run, I didn't have a clue the guy was there. I was getting destroyed by the UESC bots anyways. Yes, Envy. You gotta be level 12. You know, still completing missions at the end of the day. Learning. I'm learning. I felt like that last one I was close. I would have had him on my controller. So, as long as we improve on our runs, every once in a while we get too cocky, we make stupid decisions, and then, you know, it's gonna happen. Come on. I'm just saying, Envy's got it. You can always play. think we need to talk Rick into getting into it. So we can do like a spreading the nerd night. Have the three of us go in. See what happens. Alright, later, Panda. I'll talk to you later, man. Yeah, hit me up tomorrow too. My wife was talking about stuff that she wants to do for the weekend in town, so if you have Milo. Let's see, ghosts on processing rooftop. Okay. Processing rooftop. Where are we? Hear them robots. I don't know if I can jump up and over that. You're not a glass foot. I wish you could peek. That would be awesome. There's a ghost. Guess what? I'm a ghost too. Oh crap, heat. Cascade, get in the building. Get in the building. This is one of the things that happens on this map. You'll see the second here. Why I ran. Ooh, I want some of those diodes. See all that? That does damage to you. Oh, crap. I'll fight you. Man, I got 5 of those? Come on. Come around the corner. I'm not going out there, bro. Come to me. Watch, I get the smoke while I'm in inventory again. Alright. That's not a knife. This is a knife. I don't know why, but I always feel like I have to say that. It's such a classic. Anybody familiar with that movie? Should be. I feel like you guys are all of the age group. Nope, that was trash. There's one. There's 2. Where's the combat data? Go. Yeah. I thought you might, Nissa. Such a classic, you know? So we gotta go to the pinwheel. That's right. Envy knows what's up. Somebody's down there. I should have done the forward for the dive and the back for the crouch. That just feels way more natural. Your aunt made you watch it? Come on. Brother and I just love to watch it. Just so good. Had a little bit of something for everybody. What do we got here? Excuse me. Nope, not going that way yet. Yeah, that's
Signal recall window
my bad.
closes in 20
Right there on the
minutes.
mic. I need to remember to mute that. I would apologize when I feel that one coming. I have, since a small child, there was at one point in my life, and I swear it's funny how all it takes is one point in your life to where it can really just like affect you the rest of your life, and that was, there was a time when what they call it, food security was an issue, to where I remembered that you had to eat quick, and you had, like, if you wanted seconds and all that other stuff, like, you had to get on it and get it quick, because there wasn't always enough to go around to fully feed everybody. So I learned to be a very fast eater at a young age, and it stuck with me to an adult, which leads to, you know, a lot of burps. Don't like it. Master clearance code. What are they shooting at? Yeah, there was at one point in time we were 1 of 5. It was a weird situation. One of 5, technically 1 income. A very weird time. Dang it, 10 minutes left. I still haven't even figured out how to get in the friggin' pinwheel. Dummy. I heard a player coming. Hear it? They're engaging the player now. Ah, they had a better shield than me. Better shield, better gun. I gotta say though, I feel like I acquitted myself pretty good. With an SMG halfway down across the way. Not mad at it. Oh, it's all in a single run? The crap? That's actually a really good joke, Nissa. That's a really good joke. Yeah, I'm always like done with my dinner before people are even like halfway through theirs. And I just sit there and like staring at everybody like, I'm done. What's up? So that's probably why I was able to do the JBC challenge in like 13 minutes. Just because I'm a fast eater. It wasn't really a challenge, but you know what I mean. I also eat a decent amount, so. I have this one. Oh my gosh. I've tried the food challenge at one of my local diners a few times now, and I can just never get it done. It's, they call it the Shermanator. It's like this big, like a sub, right? And it's, corned beef. It's like 6 eggs. It's a bunch of bacon, almost like a Philly style, like the Philly meat and the onions and the green peppers and stuff. It's hot as all freaking get up. Gotta eat it in a half hour. I always come close, but never quite there. Okay, so Matt, I gotta ask you, because this is a real thing that I never realized. I don't either. No, and it's never anything that I was taught, but were you kind of taught to not eat when, or to drink? Because there are some cultures that believe that when you essentially drink like anything with your food, you're essentially diluting your stomach acid to screw up like your ability to digest the food. I feel like that's more of like an Eastern cultures, because that's where I first heard it from, but and they're all like, but yeah, I mean, come on, the science, just think about it. And I was like, yeah, but like, you add water to sulfuric acid and it doesn't necessarily dilute it like you think it would. I heard that, Nissa. Okay, so you're right there with me, man. I remember being 16 years old and getting a triple Whopper and driving down the expressway one-handed, going down to like 3-hour drive to get down for a concert. Try and smash something real quick. Yeah, it was a Tubby that had a triple Whopper. What about it? I was always like lucky and blessed with super fast and high metabolism, and I got so spoiled. I ate like crazy because of that. Oh, that I'm older, it's like, oh, poor eating habits, why? Get like a triple Whopper and like a 4-piece fry, or nuggets or something like that, or a 6-piece nugget. A large fry and a drink, you know. Ninja, vanish! There's someone upstairs. Oh! See that? Ninja, vanish! Okay, I get it. She didn't see me, but I'm gonna take that as a win, guys. I don't know about you. I take that as a win. Just... Now I'm not paying attention, I'm gonna die. The other gun, other gun. There we go. It's just a way of life, you know, De Niro? What's up, man? Thanks for stopping by the way. Why didn't I put that on? Dummy. The joke was always like, why don't you slow down and taste it? Taste it just fine. See, the drink is for after. So then you fill up with the drink, and you know... Okay, I hear somebody walking. With the drink, it stays cold, you know, and even if it gets a little warm, it's fine. You get a cold burger from fast food? Come on. What are you gonna do? Put that in the microwave? No. Your soul is mine. Okay. Other bots, other players. Alright. Oh, weird Shang Tsung reference. Just what I do, apparently. I like you. Here, put you there, put you here. Off.
Signal recall window closes in 20 minutes.
I hear you, lady. I hear you. Oh, I gotta put it on that one. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I had to make a kid eat 10 bites before he got 10 seconds of milk. My son does that. That or we always give him condiments because he's like, oh, I don't like it. It's like, well, here's the condiment. You go ahead, dip it in it, whatever, to make it taste better. And the next thing you know, he looks at me and he just starts licking. Like, we put ranch in there for like, he doesn't, for whatever reason, he'll just periodically be like, I don't like the chicken. He had no problem the last 3 or 4 times. We'll put ranch there for him to dip it in. If you don't pay attention, next thing you know, he's licking it off from his plate. And then he goes, I don't have any ranch for my chicken. Oh, you just licked it all off your plate. What do you expect? Of course you don't have it anymore. They are picky. Ah, crap. Ah, I shouldn't use my ability. Bruh. You see that? Chick-fil-A fiend. So, okay, my son will not eat burgers that I make. But if we go out to a diner, burger. But anytime I make it at home, he's like, I don't like burgers. I don't like brown meat. He also always says, I don't like fish. It tastes like the sea. Come on. My kid will not eat PB&Js. Loves toast though. Like he loves bread typically, toast. But when he okay, so like Sunday mornings when I'm home and my wife's working, he always wants 2 pieces of toast. One has butter on it, one has cream cheese. I don't know why. That's just his thing. Bread, cheese, condiments. He will eat those every time without fail. Of all the kids out there, he will typically eat broccoli, but won't touch vegetables. Full stop. He used to when he was like a little baby, and you'd put it in like those little masher ring things, you know, they could sit there and like mash on them before they could actually like chew them when they didn't have teeth. And he loved them and that, go crazy. He used all the fruits and he loved them. But now I don't know if it's like a consistency thing, but he just nope. Strawberries, blackberries, blueberries. We always have that stuff around the house. He won't touch it. He'll eat carrots too, and celery. Welcome to Parenting Time with Freight Conductor. I am your host, Cocoa Pebbles. See, he likes Cheerios, and it can't be any of the fun Cheerios. It has to be like the regular. And most of the time, he's like, no. He likes pancakes. He likes waffles. He likes eggs. Oh, I made a terrible choice. I messed up. This game's over with. Maybe not. Maybe not. Hold on. We got this. Recover. Scrambled eggs. He likes that. Crap. Do I have my tactical yet? Nope. Sorry, man. I need to oh! And then the bot got me. Ah! But when I was a kid, Cinnamon Toast Crunch was where it was at. I liked Cocoa Pebbles, but I didn't really, I was a weird kid. I didn't like chocolate milk that much. So, like, the milk afterwards wasn't my thing, and I always loved drinking the milk after your cereal. I always liked my cereals just slightly soggy, not like completely mushy, but just a little bit of sogginess to them, because I would always have to sit there and dunk all my cereal. Oh, bro, we would have so much to talk about, I swear. Yes, 3 dads, 1 pod. I love it. Alright, one of these times we're gonna actually complete this mission. Yeah, it's 1 pod. It's a good one. Man, that's crazy. Okay, you guys are old enough to remember the wild west days of the YouTube. Captain Ruin Your Palate Crunch. Captain Crunch was legit. Captain Peanut, well, the Peanut Butter Crunch though, I didn't really care for the original. Yeah, that's true. But they, you know, okay, cereal bars though. That's something we never had as a kid. That actually is a good snack. Just putting that out there. It's taking forever to find me. It's probably saying we need to find you a super easy map because we keep putting you with all the losers and you're still getting killed. Put this down real quick. But in my old age, my favorite go-to now, Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds. Just the right mix of still tastes delicious, but I can feel like an adult eating it. What's the freaking map now, guys? All right, this is we're gonna play like I told Matt that I play, and that's supposedly all tactical, silent, Splinter Cell like and stuff. So far, I have not been showing it. I've just been Leroy! Attach, man. Oh, just click it, I guess, apparently. Anything and everything is going to kill me. Avoid every fight that I see. Less than ones that I have to take. My kid doesn't like honey regular Cheerios. We even got like the blueberry vanilla ones. I've got the chocolate ones. Oh, they're yucky. Just looking at them. They're yucky. I don't want them. So there's enemies all around me. There's a turret right next to me. Forget that. We tried those too, man. He doesn't like fruit. I'm telling you, he's a weird kid. Weird kid. Crap. I know he's a weird kid. He gets it, honestly. He's not, you know what I mean? I will never accuse him of not being my child. He's definitely comes by it honestly, but he's weird, man. He's so into Star Wars, and like, he is only 4, but he picks up a lot of vocabulary from just like inference, you know what I mean? Like, so he from the TV he does watch, he picks up a lot of vocabulary and just figures out the correct way to use it. So like, here is a kid that says operational and knows what that means, says whether it's viable or not. I blame Star Wars. He loves the First Order and the Empire. Kids don't talk like that, but mine does. Doesn't say the ground, he says concrete. It's not fish, it's freshwater fish, though they still taste like the sea. Star Trek, you know, the problem with Star Trek is, right? So we'd have to go with the OGs. And I don't know that there's enough of a draw for him, per se, you know? Like with OG Star Wars, he has Chewbacca. The new ones are pretty good, I think, for a starter. But the problem is those are PG-13, and I've already made the mistake of showing him some PG-13 stuff, and my wife really got mad at me because without even thinking about it, he loves Transformers, and we watched Beast Wars together. He had nightmares from that for about a week. Yeah, that was not good. Okay. Hear him. It's not gone. In my defense, I was like, this kid loves Transformers. I love Transformers. There's not really all that bad.
Stable for 20 minutes.
I guess it could have been worse. I could have showed him like Jurassic Park or something. Alright, this should let me know any enemies where they are. Hey, what's going on? Thanks for stopping by. Alright, we got that. I don't know enough to know if those are enemies or if that's those other players, because I don't see the little mark above their head to show like their gray shield or green shield or whatnot. Alright, let's oh crap. Get inside. 1 plus 6. That's funny. Oh, I missed that. Had an eye exam yesterday. My eyes are healthy. Basically, I'm old. Yeah, that's what happens, bro. I'm afraid to go and get my checkup, even though it's free. I need to, though. I'm not to old man status yet. You never notice, like, the older people get.
Reinforcements detected.
Crap. Pulled that too far off. To where they pull the, like, they have trouble reading up close, so they just have to hold the phone, especially, like, super far to read it, as they put like glasses and they peek around them. It's always comical. My mother-in-law does that and I make fun of her. That's gonna be you. Look, man, we all get there eventually. No shame. Sometimes I wonder if that's going to be me too. But then they have me do my eye test or whatever for like my driver's license renewal and stuff. And they say you're good. Now, granted, some of it sometimes is like, it's a little blurry, but I know what it is, so we're good, right? I am 37. So, not 46, but I haven't hit 40 yet. Crap. Where am I gonna get inside? The youngster. Come on. I mean, come on now. My ankles still crack every time I walk upstairs. Some days that, you know, if you don't sleep on my nice memory foam style, well, knockoff box, was it one of the Nectar mattresses, you know, memory foam, so it's not quite full memory foam. If I don't sleep on something like that, you know, wake up my lower back's like, I hate you. I'm revolting. I can walk upstairs. Yes, I am a few years away from installing one of those automatic chairlifts, though I'm always afraid that there's going to be a gremlin in my house and it's going to supercharge it and it's going to throw me out my window. Because we all know that's likely to happen, right? Look, man, somebody's fancy. Oh, he's accusing Matt of winning the lottery, but if you got a lift in your house, man, I think you might be the fancy pants here. Just saying. Ah, crap. Oh, go there. Gotta get through this. Supposed to get in this middle building for the pinwheel, but I don't know how to get in there. TTV superstar over here. You guys are so funny. Crap. Who the heck? Look, man, I still get lost in video games here. Oh, crap, that's the heat. De Niro, I'm telling you, that was my favorite thing. Is that you're talking about the wicker style that was like a bowl chair, essentially, right? I called it the bowl chair. And it had like the pad that was a circle that sat inside that wicker thing. I have one in the corner of down here. This is one of the first purchases I made when I like got grown and got my own place. So yes, I remember it well. I love it. I always just called it a bowl chair. I don't know what they're really called. So I can't... Son of a gun, how the heck do we get in this thing? I swear I made it in there one time. And now apparently I'll never make it in again. And I need to look up a YouTube video how to access parts of this map. I don't know what the heck that noise was, but that's creepy. Got any grenades, bro? Like your overrun V. Or backpack. Crap. This is not a very good shelter. Hardware resist. It's literally like right there. Like just right there is where I have mine sitting right now. I'm pretty sure I know exactly what you're talking about, man. And I love mine. Like for like. Excuse me. What is this? Come on. I'm gonna run out of time. I'm not gonna be able to extract. I'm gonna be lucky if I even complete this. But he had some smoke grenades, and I love those smoke grenades. Those are super handy with my kit. Wait, what is that? Light rounds? Yes, sir. Oh, he's got a shotgun. I want it. Give it to me. Where is it? Yep, there we go. Drop off this ammo because we don't need it anymore. Crap. Can't just drop it like that. Yeah, drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot. Somebody's coming. I have no healing. I don't know where I am. Time's running out. Somebody's opening up doors, okay? I don't like this. There's a weapons locker, though. I do like that. Get some heals. If not, I'll take that. You hear those footsteps, right? What is that thing? Holy. Invis. Crap, do I have to, like... I need more security clearance. Son of a gun. Is that why I can't get in there? You guys are getting like super specific, so I can't go down that trip with you guys, so... That is handy dandy dandy. Can I get to the pinwheel from here? Probably not. I need security. There's a box of some sort. Oh, that didn't work. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Not it. Does this count as shelter? Yes, it does. Kind of. I'm cooked. I am so cooked right now. Gotta go to the guarded exfil. Alright, guarded exfil. Let's get out of here and we'll reset. Have more of a time. Make sure we grab the security clearance stuff along the way. Then maybe we can actually get out of here. I'm gonna take you guys back. Do you remember, was it Target? No, was it Kmart? Do you remember Kmart? Going there to get your family pictures done? With the, you always wore the fancy little sweater and they had the backdrops that they pull down behind. God, those things were crazy. And you would like see normal people going about their day just shopping and they always, it was like a car wreck. Everybody had to check in to see what you were doing. I remember always being embarrassed, and then every time I would walk by and see it being done, I'm like, oh yeah, I remember how that sucked. I hated that. Can we get out? Can we get out? You're not wrong. I remember my dad swore off the stock market investing in like his 401k for stocks for the longest time because he, at one point in time, he invested in Kmart saying, oh, they're never going to fail. They're going down and I'm going to buy while it's super cheap and buy a bunch of it and I'll be good when they come back. They never came back. Was it what's that Goody? Something Goody. It's a music store. They'd sell like, you could go there and they'd have like DVDs and like CDs and stuff. Yeah, Toys R Us was lit. Sam Goody, that's what it was. Remember going there? Yeah, Toys R Us was lit. Remember, there used to be like game shows, and I remember I always wanted to be picked where they would have let a kid go in there into Toys R Us with a cart, and he had like 2-3 minutes to fill his cart with as much stuff as he could, and then like he got to keep it. And I was like, man, that's the dream right there. I always got stupid stuff, but I was like, man, I'll tell you what, if I ever got the chance. It's right there. The exfil's right there. I still have my, well, I think I shared the picture in Nerd Chat one night. I still have my old CD binder. And I even, like at one point in time, because I had way too many DVDs and I was getting ready to go to college, I bought a binder again for DVDs, and I did it that way. Which in hindsight wasn't great. It took up way less space, and I had like little slots too that I could like take the box art out and put them on there too. They can't see me. Oh, now they can. I got this. I'm gonna get out. Your boy. As long as nobody comes out and finishes me, I'm good. We made it. I'm out. How do you know specifically which one it is? Like, you know the model number and everything. It's crazy, but yeah, it was a Case Logic. These things were thick. I was the kid who, I had a Jeep Grand Cherokee, 97 Jeep Grand Cherokee. It was my first vehicle. I was the kid who had the Crutchfield. I don't know if you ever remember that magazine, but I was going through and I replaced my head unit. I had one of those cool ones. It didn't like flip down for like a screen, but it actually flipped down and had like the LEDs on the thing for like a digital display and like little dials to adjust the volume and settings and stuff. And then I replaced my door speakers with so that was my first step, replaced all my door speakers, and everyone's like, oh, did you put 10s in there? I'm like, no, I just replaced my door speakers. Then I put the dual 12s with the, what do they call it, the band pass type, like the enclosures where they sit down and it's like they have the fiberglass over the top so you can kind of like see down in it, and then you had the big old holes sitting there. They were really nice. Ken ones? But oh man, you hear the trunk rattle every time. Even in a SUV, that Jeep, you can still hear that trunk rattle. Bumping some G Unit. Because, you know, or some Little John. You always had the music that bumped with it, you know? It was wild. I'll never forget. This is a funny story. One time, just to tell you, like, where we were at. My mom lived in, I knew she lived in a rough neighborhood in Lansing, but I hadn't been down to her, see her in her new house yet. And she lived in Lansing. And we were going down there, my cousin and I were going to go down there because we were going to the Common Ground Music Festival. And it was like
This is
Dark New Day,
personal assessment.
Seether, and some one other band. I got all their CDs somewhere, but it was, you know, we're going down there to go see the concert, and this is the days of like you had to pay $12 in your Nextel flip phone to get a MapQuest on your phone, and it still wasn't that great. So we used to print out the MapQuest directions to figure out where we were going, but they weren't great at telling you what on the left or the right. So as we're going and getting closer and closer to my mom's house, I'm realizing we're in the hood, right? Here I am, system, I'm bumping G Unit, Lil John, the whole shebang, and we're talking like we're not hillbillies, but you know, two white boys. Like, I'm trying to turn my music down, and my cousin's all like fighting me, trying to blast it on me, saying, "Nah, they'll respect us. They'll respect us. They know we listen to good music." I'm like, that ain't the way it's gonna go. We ended up pulling in to the house across the street from my mom's house, which actually ended up being a trap house. And thank God I had shut off the whole thing, and I think I pulled the faceplate off so he couldn't keep turning the music up on me anymore. Because man, that would have been a bad situation. Real bad situation. It was so bad, like she lived in a tri-level to where she had a lady living in that part of the house above her and somebody in the basement, and the lady in the basement was making her own, she was like making her own vodka with potatoes. That's 3-6 Mafia's classic. Remember D4L? God. True chemist, that's right. They were. That's when you know that you're just, when you're making your own booze, you're either very particular about your booze, or like you're kind of not connoisseur. I would say more like a hipster, or you broke, right? She was definitely of the former. It was wild. 10 runners with your finishers. Now, what can I get with him? Can I get my shotguns? Alright, we're doing Arachne, guys. Doing Arachne. Yeah, it's just wild, wild days of your youth. My youth, specifically. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Definitely got out of there by the seat of my pants. I can't put any of these on my stuff. None of these are for, well, I got not that one. That one's for mine, but I don't want to go on my own kit because we're going PvP. Want weapons. Ooh. What'd you get for Chinese, Nissa? What's your go-to? Matt, to answer your question, this one right here, the combat shotgun, it is a little bit OP right now. They nerfed the thermoscopes, which are pretty OP. But shotguns are 1-2 tap. I mean, and it's a double shot. It's like boom, boom. And I mean, I've seen people take out 2 people at once with it, so. Oh, dumplings, okay. All right, I like that, I like that. Looking good. Sorry, I'm like still stuffed up, so I'm like more of a mouth breather than I normally am, so my throat's really dry right now. Let me chug some water here real quick. I don't know. I'm not a huge Chinese guy, especially like when it comes to like I like stir fry. Love stir fry, but a lot of times like when you go to like a Chinese buffet, I get like the beef and broccoli because I'm lame like that. Let's go with that one. Yeah, I don't mind that one. Oh, we need shields and heals. Shields and heals. And a self-res is not bad. I got enough of those that I can probably spare a couple here. We're not gonna... Let's do Dire Marsh, just because I have... I'm going and kitted. I have that key. That was for Dire Marsh right here. For Complex Shed. Let's try that and see what we do. Actually, you know what? Hold on. One more thing. I know. I was seeing that these are actually better to save for the thief. Should we just go thief? I have anything good for the thief? Vandal, Vandal, that's all Vandal. That's all Triage. Destroyer. Yeah, let's actually do that.
What's theirs is mine.
They're actually pretty fun. I'm seeing some wild things online with them. Ooh. That's handy. I like the loot speed one. And I have a lot of those, so we'll just bring one of those. I don't know if I like... EMP grenade. Let's actually go with one of those. Alright, we're doing it. We're doing it. What's up, Silkenet? Oh wait, hold on, hold on. I swear. Inventory management simulator here. Well, you know how to die. That's always the first step, right? How'd your rook run go? Great lockbox. Just one. I did not, Nissa. I haven't had a chance to see it yet. Oh geez, that's a long one. So the fourth one got you. Is what you're telling me. Where'd you run? And did you play before the patch that made the bots a little bit easier? Look, man, there's no judgment for me. My only extraction tonight, I did well downed as well, surrounded by bots. Okay, so after the patch, yeah. The weird thing about it is, I don't get mad when I die in this game. I'm just like, whatever. Guess we're running it back. Like I said, I saw someone point out that it's almost more of a roguelike than it is a true extraction shooter. And once I kind of looked at it that way, I'm like, you know what? I feel a lot better about this. I still have my sniper, yes. But you may not realize this, but this thing right here, this shotgun, is deadly. It's a little overpowered right now. I've been moving on to that lately. Or I was. With what I had. I swear I heard somebody walking. All right, Envy. You have a good night, man. Appreciate you stopping by, sir. Oh, we downed each other. Are you kidding me? But joke's on you, I have a self-res. Well, some decent stuff. That's why we bring a self-res, ladies and gentlemen. Not too shabby. No, I get that. I get that. Have you had any more finished runs with Slay the Spire? Somebody's opening up a chest. Oh, no, wait. They're probably actually calling in. Oh. Here. Oop, miss. Oh, yes. Okay, now what's your strategy with Silent? Because I'm seeing, I don't know, I can never make up my mind. I was going all in on runs with, what was I doing? I was doing a Shiv runs, but then I'm seeing, and even, what was it? Todd was saying his kid had beat it a couple of times now, and they were doing, the Sly run with, Silent. And I was like, you know, that's actually really hard. I feel like it's almost harder to build into, but when you get the cards to come up right, it's pretty good. Sometimes they just don't come up the way you need them to. Both between the cards you get as the builds like you're working to, 'cause like sometimes you could be like 90% of the way there, and you just need that one card to come up to really bring it home. Yes. What was it? You do the 1 point that makes it do extra damage every round. Then you get, there's the one you can discard your whole hand to make shivs. Then there's the one you can play to get a shiv in your hand every single turn. Oh, so you did a poison run. Okay, I've tried that, but I can never get the right cards for that one to make it work. Making so much noise. Nope. Actually, you know what? Oh, you saw the ammo there. What do I got? Anything good? No. Cardio kick's nice, but I don't know if it's gonna be that nice. See, I got it started to where like it applied 9, and then there's another one that it did 11 damage to all every time you applied poison 3 times. Then something else I was rocking on that one too. I felt like that was pretty good, but it wasn't all the way there. Like I said, I didn't have all the right cards come up like I wish I would have. That would have made it probably more viable. Excuse me. But I was like, I wanted to do a Sly build, but then like halfway through I was not getting the cards I needed for Sly, and it just, everything kept popping up for poison, so I almost kind of like pivoted mid-run. Sometimes I feel like you almost have to take what they give you. Then there was that one card. It costs 3 energy, but it said that if there's no cards in your draw pile, it does 50 damage. It's just nuts. Yes. There's so much RNG involved. Chop dampener. Lead. I've already been here. Where the heck is the shed key supposed to be to? Been through here, been through there. Now it's got him. Down below, maybe? Already been through there. Come on. Yeah, that's true. I do like the random, though, sometimes. But I still don't... The two... What is it? This... I can't remember the name of the characters. I remember Silent, and then the first character. The two that I have ideas around how to build them. And the third, the last one, was very interesting. I do like that, but... Are you the shed? You are not the shed. Oh, it is the shed. Ooh. Played a little jingle for me here. Ooh, that. I don't need quite that many. Shield thing. Oh. We need room for that. Right there. Precision barrel. I got a gold attachment. I don't even know what I can use it on. Hardline. Okay. Triage. Recon.
15 minutes remain.
Drop you out. Put you in. Oh, there's so much stuff in here.
Prepare
the
for
kitty cat.
increased hostile action.
Don't tell me that. That baby. Come on, let me swap it out. There we go. Get rid of this. Crap. This is a railgun. Thing is beastly. Yep, that right there. This is very profitable run. I'm getting too greedy now. Getting way too greedy now. Another railgun. Oh, purple. Yes. Drag you. Yeah, don't. Oh, this is good. This is real good. Start making peanut noises here. Okay. Bio research. We out. No, we heal. We heal before we go. I make sure I'm full up on shields and everything. Take the last little bit I can from here. Oh, this is... Finger quick on the grapple button. This is... Oh, happy. Forget you. Oh man, these things are gonna go. Okay, I know I talked about how I don't have any loot fear and I'm not afraid of losing my gear. This is some gear that I might be just a little bit afraid of losing now. This is just too good. Oh, missed that one. Oh. What's got me? Well, that's got me. There you are. I will say, it doesn't feel like it's as loud as some of the other stuff that you could be using. This thing is deadly, though. Oh my gosh. I'm in love with this. Oh, hold on, get in here. Wait for the shield to take over. You're moving, but it sounds like a bot. It is very slow. I do not appreciate it.
Remain until forced signal recall.
I got a couple of these to burn. They don't have a very big area. Probably should have parked that one back up there so it could almost get this building a little bit for me. I hear that one bot. Two bots. Oh, that railgun's too nice. Way too nice. Oh, man. That was my most successful run to date. Let's see what I pulled out of there with. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. I feel pretty happy about that. What do we get? Show me the... $13,000. Yeah. And that doesn't actually include the guns that I have in my inventory, so that doesn't include like the railgun I found or the attachments I put on that shotgun to take it from green to a purple. How would you compare this to Ark? Completely different games. They scratch completely different itches. I would say Ark is fun, right? I'm gonna go in, I'm gonna have a good time with the buddies, we're gonna laugh, I'm going to screw around, and I'm gonna throw a lure at my buddy to draw in the Rocketeer on him and laugh when he gets downed and still somehow manage to maybe pick him up, maybe not, I don't know. It's gotten to the point where I am constantly in the lobbies where it's very kumbaya, everybody's having a good time, everybody's buddy, you know, don't shoot, friendly. You don't even have to pull a gun out unless you're going after the Ark. Now, I could start going murder hobo and get in the bad lobbies, but I'd feel bad because everybody in there is just nice and like that. So it's just more of like a screw around with buddies. It's nothing serious. Turn your brain off and just screw around. This one is in some ways, it's very different. A very different game, even though they technically share the same genre. This one is more hardcore. It demands your attention, because if not, you will get down really quick and easy. There's more progression, I feel like. And like you die a lot more in this. It's just the way of life in this game. But what Bungie has mentioned, and I'm coming to realize that more, is that you're really trying to... You're upgrading your floor, right? So like in Arc Raiders, you die a ton, you can use your free loadouts, but the whole thing is that you have enough materials stacked up in your vault that you can do crafting, which is dependent upon RNG to find the right crafting stuff, and then you have those materials stacked in your vault. With this, yeah, you're right. The shell expires because your consciousness exists outside of the shell. In this one, there is no crafting. You are constantly leveling up your faction, so that way it, number one, increases your perks per se. Which in Arc, you just got to get a basic level up, but this one requires you to do missions in the factions. But then there's also it, which is, I don't do a lot of this because I've been working on my cache. I'll show you real quick here. It's all about in the armory, right? So you start off with some super basic stuff that you can buy. Obviously, there's a free loadout. There's a little bit better kits that you can buy. But then there's all these different attachments that, see how these are all locked? You can slowly start to unlock these things by upgrading your faction reputation. Because the goal is not to have everything stashed in here, because you don't have enough space to have half the stuff that I would in Arc Raiders. It's to unlock this to where I can spend my money from selling all of the crap that I've got and just buy a quick kit and have, you know, get pretty decent. Like I can, as you can see, I get up high enough, I can almost buy of purple loadouts, you know? This is still Cyber Acne. Look at, I mean, there's some more stuff, options in here, all the way up to purple implants, and each one has their own set of stuff that you have to work to unlock. And the other thing is, it's more hardcore in this, to where, like, Arc Raiders, you have the option to reset at the end of the season if you wanted to. This one, it's mandatory. You lose all of your faction rep grind, you lose all of your vault is all gone, everything. So you got to start over from square one there, which is a little bit more hardcore. But I think that also makes it a lot easier for new people to get in. You get natural starting points at the start of a season. Everybody's starting off fresh, starting off new. Now they do have a little bit more map knowledge and mechanical knowledge of the games than you might have, but it's a little bit more of an even playing field. So it's just, that's a lot of talk. There's a lot of stuff I'm throwing at you. They also scratch very different itches. And Arc Raiders almost really isn't an extraction shooter, to be honest with you. It's so casualized that from somebody who has played other extraction shooters, Arc Raiders isn't one of those anymore. It might have kind of started off that way. In the early days, there's a lot more Wild West appeal of, you know, people shooting. You never knew if you're getting betrayed or whatnot. But over time, like, it's gotten so popular that they're able to split those people off and they're in their own lobbies now, and you don't see that. It used to be too, like, you'd play solos, friendly all the time, you get into like duos and trios, and everybody is murder hobos. It's not like that anymore. This one, it's actually a joke, because you have people that would jump into it thinking it's like Arc Raiders, and they're like, oh, friendly, and someone will be like, yeah, I'm friendly. Haha, just kidding, I'm gonna shoot you in the back. Go back to Arc Raiders. So if someone says they're friendly in this game, don't believe them. I'm gonna pull this one out. We're gonna go basic kit. I'm gonna do one more run to try to use up my key. What does this go on to? Overrun, Long Shot, Peter. Can I buy the Hardline? It's Overrun. Cannot. Sorry, I sat there in a long explanation. Hopefully it made sense to you guys. There it is. Oh, look at that. So one thing I don't like, I hate that they put the two of them up against each other because they really don't do the same thing. It just kind of bugs me that people are like, oh, go back to Ark, you know, like Ark's better, yada yada yada, and it's just like, no, they're just different games, you know? Ammo, cardio kick. I don't know. Internet's weird though sometimes. Gamers anymore are annoying, even though I belong to that group. No, you're not wrong, Nissa. They are. You have so many different flavors of cozy games and whatnot. That one. We have a gold weapon, ladies and gentlemen. But I gotta take something out. Take this one, and let's take this one. I mean, yeah, and then you have Schedule 1, which is still my favorite cozy game of all time. People might argue it's not a cozy game. Yeah, simulator games. You got Power Wash Simulator. Was it there's that Cache Cleaner Simulator that's out right now on it. Still say Schedule 1 is my favorite, but you know, that game is just too good. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Let's do... Oh, yeah, that's true. I think just so many people just are co-opt a cozy game, even when it's comfy. You know what I mean? Start splitting hairs. All right. Last run of the night. I brought two of those little keys, and we're going to use the thief's ability to get in and get out. See what happens. TNG Kart Simulator. Yeah, that's very true. There's so many good simulator games out nowadays too. I still need to play that roadside one that came to Game Pass. I had my eyes on it. I want to get my buddies to play that because that'd be really fun. Like, get a group of people and screw around type game. Yeah, I hear that's really good. If I still had a Switch, I might think about picking it up. I always ran into the problem that I just never used mine. Actually, that's not true. I never used it for Switch games, Nintendo games. I think I played outside of, outside of Animal Crossing. The thing I played the most on it was Cult of the Lamb, Stardew Valley, and Hades. I played a ton on that. So like indies. I called it my Nindy machine. It wasn't like that's original, but alright, Fable. Thanks for stopping by, man. We'll catch you later. Friday for sure. Have a good night, man. They said building flares over the top. Yes, sir. Hopefully I don't screw myself over tonight with not going to bed early, but gotta risk it for the biscuit, right? V is my visor ability. Yeah. So this, yeah, makes it good for looting. You can see like what's in each lootable container. Which is the big appeal of Thief. Also, there's this too. I need to remember to use that more. I've seen a big exploit. Was, you know, lurking on Reddit, and somebody was mentioning that her drone is super OP because, like, even though there's, like, when you go to extract, and there's that point that you can't control anything anymore, but you're technically extracting, she can still hit at you with the drone and make you drop. When she hits you with the drone, she essentially makes you drop your most valuable item and just can pickpocket the heck out of you. They were bringing attention to it to like, hey, Bungie, fix this. All graze. Alright. Pass on that. So the main reason you want to take the Thief into these loot vaults is because you use that little visor ability and you figure out of the, I don't know, 7 or 8 like little containers which one to actually open up. Way too good. Items. Backpack. Put that in there for now. Not that I don't have enough backpacks already, but Claymore. What the heck is that over there? Ooh, here we go. It said to look for the building with the flares over it.
Twenty minutes remain.
Gotta say, sometimes I love short form content because they put a lot of like good, useful stuff out there in these little shorts that they do. For us attention deficit people, super handy.
Alert. An anomalous rift has been detected.
Here we go. Basic, blue, two blues, a purple. Not as great as I would have hoped. Green, blue. Grab attachments where we can. Is that two? Ooh, a shotgun. Okay. Okay. We burned both of our keys. That's super phenomenal loot. I wonder if those get better too as time goes on. If I should have just sat there and waited for it to get down to like under 10 minutes. Shots. I don't know where from. No, there's not a safe pocket. I do wish it had one. Though they have exotics. And the other thing the one really cool thing that they don't really explain to you is that all guns are technically white. The only difference is the attachments you put on them, whereas that's not the case at all on Arc Raiders. Got you. Was that the cool thing to do? No. Did I do it anyway? What is this? A bubble shield? Man, they really take inspiration from Destiny and a lot of stuff in this. So there's a lot of design for these guns that are straight up rips of weapons that people know and love in Destiny. Some light rounds here.
Who let the dogs out?
What's up, Bark? Hold on, man. Got you. Oh, well, hello.
15 minutes remain.
Ooh. I'm gonna swap that. Hey, come. For Joan. I don't want to sit here too long. That's right. I mean, they're well known for their original ideas. What are you talking about? That's all they have. Why would they ever need to take ideas from anyone else? You're just talking crazy now. What the heck? I'm making too much noise over here. Need to get out of here. I do have to say that this little grapple hook is pretty freaking clutch.
Alert. Unidentified personnel detected in zone. Avoid contact. Report sightings to colony authority.
Get in. Oh, there it is. There's the cache. Ooh, I've never had a blue backpack before. Put it on. There we go. Drop all that junk. I don't know what you're talking about. You can't prove it. I am totally not a Destiny shill. There's no way. Already got in there. Got in there. Okay, we're sitting pretty good. What's up, Clutch? Go on, man. We have been having some pretty good runs here. Do I like what they've done to my game Destiny? No, I don't think anybody's happy with that. But have they made some pretty dang good games? Yeah. Yeah, they have. Let's get, ooh. Anomalous matter. What that is. Let's go exfil over here. We're about full up anyways. I don't know if we can take much more out of this. I feel like I always end up getting way too greedy and then I lose everything I come in with. I know. They were super rough, man. Super rough, Clutch. Until the last two games. I switched over to all night. It's been keyboard and mouse all night. So I gotta say, I got 2 eliminations in this game. So I'm pretty proud of myself there. Never have enough of that ammo. The last match, we got out with like 13,000 in loot. It's true. Silk in it is my good luck charm. Something about the baguette, bro, you know? Shows up, it's like a good luck charm. RNG is like, ooh, wee. We must reward. Sorry, that was bad. I apologize. It wasn't even like I worked on it or anything. I just pulled that out of the blue. Like, I got a railgun, man. I didn't even know they were in this game. They were awesome. Who the heck has got like a
10 minutes remain until
LMG on
force
me?
signal recall.
Quarantine containment breach.
Get out of the open, get out of the open. What are you doing, you dummy? Dummy. There's a turret somewhere shooting at me. Where was that? Oh, right there. Sitting down low and hiding. I like this precision rifle. It doesn't do the same amount of damage as that the railgun does, obviously, but the charge up time's not there. So that's nice. I'll take that. Oh, come on. Come on. Get up. Get up. Oh, nice. My son loves Lightning McQueen. Not quite as much as he does Mater. But he's big on Lightning McQueen. Alright. I swear I heard somebody. Maybe not. Nope, there it is. Too late. I'm gone, though. Crimson Desert. Man, I have too many games, Clutch. Too many games. I really want to, but that looks like one that's going to be just suck my soul and my life. I mean, especially when they put out the specs for the PC, for the Mac, for the X, the S, PS5, PS5 Pro, the Ally, and the Ally X. I was like, man, you know they've got their stuff together. Yes. Pause. Look, man, I barely have enough time it is to play the games I want to play. Not to say I wouldn't want to play that, but you know, constantly feeling like never have enough time. Making boards, what up? That's what I'm saying. Silken, I know you guys said I didn't really need to. I still kind of want to jump in and do Monster Hunter Stories 1 and 2. I did play... There's the railgun. I did play the demo today of 3, and I was shocked. It was absolutely gorgeous on the RE engine, because on my LAX it came up as by default on high resolution, like the highest it will go settings, and it was only using like 6.5 on the VRAM, which is nuts. Absolutely nuts. Like for a newer game to take up that little amount of processing power. I mean, it's not like photorealistic or anything, but still, that's optimization right there. Okay, get rid of this, get rid of this, get rid of that. Swap it back out for those. Yeah, well, okay, you're right there, but I can tell you what, I love first Berserker Kazan, but even that one I had to set it down to like 720p or 900p with the up-res and then like medium graphics to get it to run a good frame rate, where I don't have to with this, and that's anime style too. And I would argue that it almost seems like the world's a little bit bigger maybe not as full as you would get in first person Kazan, but the world seemed bigger and story. Granted, I'm still pretty early on. Yeah, that does also make a big difference. Not wrong there. Oh, the bubble shield. I have all this stuff. I don't ever really use any of this. I probably should start learning to use that. Unlock my codexes, see what I got here. I'm not going to bother trying to put all this lore together. I'm just going to wait for the My Name is Blythe video to come out, and then I'll just sit there and fall asleep listening to that. I will say, though, this thief... Right there, user grapple device at critical health to escape and heal, and I was pretty happy about that one. Felt like I came back between that and then that one runner that we both downed each other in the beginning, but I had the self-res. I was very happy about that. Space for that, don't have any room for that. Well, if I'm gonna do RE9, I need to do probably RE2, RE4 is what I'm being told before I can get to RE9. Need to play it still, but one of these times. Still need to finish Stellar Blade. Still need to finish Final Fantasy VII Remake. We can get to Rebirth. Want to play Metal Gear Solid, Delta. But I also want to go through, I'm being told that's not where you start. You got to start at 1 and work your way through. Just too many. The only time I've played a little bit of 4, but I played it in VR, and that was pretty wild. I didn't play a ton of it, but... Echoes of the End is another one. Yep. Super Meat Boy. I'm not a huge platformer. I mean, I was back in the day, I was a big platformer, but I'm not as good at them, so those ones just don't do the same for me anymore. Like, I understand the appeal of it. I know it's a great game. Excuse me, I just know I would bounce from it real quick. Ooh, V300 just in the armory. That's handy. You're right that's the typical gamer discourse there. It was bad. There's a lot of games that I can appreciate what they do and they look awesome, but I just know deep down that they don't resonate with me. I've learned that mistake with your fighting games, though oddly enough I'm still probably going to try and give Invincible a shot, and I've learned that with survival games. Like the Dune game looks phenomenal, and it takes everything inside of me to say no, you will never really play this game. Do not buy it even on sale at $20. Like, you play it for 2 hours and never touch it again, just because that's how you are with survival games. I want to love them. Why can't I love them? I'll never know. Oh, yeah. Have I played Rust? No, I have not played Rust, just because I remember when they came out with a mod or an alert for your Alexa, so it will send you an alert when your base is being raided in the game. I just know that the persistent world where people can just totally mess your stuff up if you're not even there to defend it. It'd be one thing if it's on your server, like you created a server and you let other people in. I kind of get that to a certain degree, but just to be wild and in the open. Yeah, see, that's it. Drive me nuts. It's worse than an extraction shooter because you have to put some real time and effort into building your base. And just, that's not for me. Said evicted. That's harsh, man. That is so harsh. Ugh. No, thank you. You gotta love a good troll, though. Really. They should have just, like, left your stuff out on the ground in front of your base with an evicted sign. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. When you hear of, like, the wife kicks the husband out when he's out at work and all the stuff's left on the curb, and they change the locks to the door type situation. That would be really funny. Still hurt you deep inside, though. At least it would me. Anyways, as you can tell from my voice, I'm still recovering from my man cold. It was touch and go there for a while, but I pulled through. Took it all to the pawn shop. I survived, you know, I survived, but I do need to go to bed. I don't know I can stay up like I normally do. And recover so I can be ready for Friday for the podcast. Clutch, Silkenet, Nissa, Mark, thanks you guys for stopping by and hanging out with me. Appreciate it. See you guys later, huh? You all have a good night. Bye. And button press. It would have been way better if I had that ready to go. There you go, man. It's no shovel. Good night, guys.